Alright, this is how you program most universal remotes, whether it's cable, DirecTV Dish Network. You just go to the service provider's website and go to support or help, and you should pull up the manual there. Well, this one's about Comcast, Timewarner, Brighthouse. They pretty much universal remotes are similar. So I go to support.brighthouse.com, and they have all the remotes there in the manuals on our website. This is the one remote I got right here, and then that's the other one. Even though this one's black, that's the one I got. If you look at the model, the numbers on the bottom, it's 8700, and right here you can see 8700. That's that one. And then this one is where is it? 1056. That's the model number. And if you read it down here, 1056. So you could, here's the different functions that you could program for these remotes, and not a lot of people realize it. You could do learning buttons on here, where a learning button, what it does is it'll learn on. You have to have your original remote. If you had an original remote, and you could program this into here. So if you want a button on here, like let's say you have a 3D TV and there's a 3D button, you could program that to your universal remote, but only to this remote, the 1056, not to this one. You could also have the lights. Yeah, like every time I hit volume up or any other button, the remote glows. See the light? You could toggle that by hitting that twice, the setup button twice. And see how it doesn't do it anymore? You hit the setup button again twice. And see how the light turns on now? That's how you toggle that backlight for the 1056 remote is my favorite. It does more than most remotes. Alright, so anyhow, this has a learning feature. And you can pick up these remotes at your service provider for like 10-15 bucks, I guess. I think that's how much they charge if you want an extra remote. Or swap out your remote. So anyhow, you would hold down the TV button, put the code in, and then you would select where do you want it. Like you could hit, on this one you could hit F1, those are usually macro, but you could hit F1 on that remote to be your 3D button one, and then hit the 3D button on here and hold it down for 10 seconds, and you'll see, it'll toggle, it'll store it in here. But that's all in the manual. This one, here's the cool features I think most people enjoy, is if you hit cable and power, it would turn everything off and everything on. See, look at the lights on the remote. Surround sound, TV, cable, everything's off. One, just hitting that. And cable, and then power. Surround sound turns on. TV turns on. Cable box turns on. It's very easy. For me, that's I don't know. I like the one that does that. All right. Another thing is if you have like your grandparents coming over and screwing up your TV settings and messing around with your surround sound, or you know when they hit the volume up. So sometimes some people do is they hit volume up. They have the cable or TV and they hit volume up, and the volume up goes up on the cable box or the TV instead of your surround sound. That pisses me off. I don't know about you, but I only like using the surround sound. I paid for the surround sound. I want to use the surround sound. So you can volume lock it. So whatever setting you're in, you can be on cable and it defaults to your surround sound, no matter what. You can be on TV, defaults to your surround sound. That's with the 1056. Most other remotes do the same thing, but I recommend getting the 1056 remote. That's my favorite. See how it defaults that, and that's a code inside the manual too. Another thing is channel lock. I say you're on TV, right? And you hit channel up. The channel up won't go to your TV, your off-air channels, or it'll just default to your cable box. See how that works right there? So whether you're on TV or audio, TV, it'll default to your cable. So those are the two features that does for the volume lock and the channel lock. auto search on this is right here. You turn on the TV, your device key, you just hit the device key and hold down the setup button until the TV blinks, and hold that down until it blinks. Once it blinks, hit 991 on here, 991, and that blinks, and then hit the power key. And if it doesn't turn off, then you keep on hitting channel up until the TV turns off. But hit it once every second. If you do too fast, then you're going to pass the code. And then you have to reverse it by hitting channel down and see if the TV turns back on. Once you got the code, you hit the setup button to save it. And it's already saved. Alright, so that's how you do the auto search in that. Do the auto search in the other remote. It's all right here. This one's a little bit easier to use, as if like doing an auto search. You turn on the device you want turned on, like the TV or VCR, whatever it is, and then hit the device key and OK at the same time. So you would hit TV and then the OK button at the same time, and then let go, and that stays lit. And then hit channel up, and then the device turns on or off, and hit the device key. I already programmed it, and then hit the device key to save it. Whereas the other remote, you would hit setup button to save it. This one also has that feature, the system all on and all off. But if you hit this one, you could turn each individually, like TV, power, cable, power, like that. I'll turn it on individually. You hit this button, it turns everything. So watch. And I'll cycle through all of them. And you can program the sequence. You don't have to do DVD or VCR. It'll program to what sequence you want it to program. And in whatever order you want it also, which is really cool. But if you have any questions, just give me a call. Not a call. Give me a comment or email, and I'll try to respond back as fast as I can. And again, the website is support.brighthouse.com, and it got tons of remotes on here. And if you got Verizon, you go to verizon.net, DirecTV, directv.com, go to support, and it should all be there. Thanks for watching.